All right, Cap. Some of you are needing to do this, but I think some of you have already made the choice to be happy or to see, joy, despite the fact that circumstances may not be that great. So from Wisdom of the Oracle, happy, happy, and then the Desert Prince from Hidden Realms, survival and false promises, but this did show up as an ally for you. Now, happy, happy is what it is. It's choosing to be happy. It says, find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. And it's saying that it's time for you to start feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. And the other thing it talks about is that this is not because of something outside of yourself. So it's saying that it's not because of your outside circumstances that you're choosing to be happy. This is difficult for me to look at, but kudos to you for choosing happiness despite the fact, like I said, that things aren't, the best, or conditions are not the best. Now, the Desert Prince, same message. It says, be tough, have courage, and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. It may seem to be a hard time, but not only will you survive, you will thrive. In spite of conditions, you'll succeed. It says dry spells are also true tests of faith and courage. Expect nothing less than what is in your most precious dreams and watch miracles manifest. All right, Cap. Here's your overall for the week. The Page of Wands. We'll see. We'll see how this is playing out. I have issues with the Page of Wands this week. But as this being the overall, we could be talking about really good, exciting news coming through to you. You having, new drive and new passion for something that you haven't experienced before. We'll see. I have issues with it because of the naive energy. I'm having issues with all the pages, but that's just my thing. So we'll see. Oh boy. In the past, the Nine of Swords. Now, if we're talking about communication and wanting to hear some good news, I think, in the past here, there's been like a lot of anxiety and fear as far as what is going to be communicated. Now, this could be that you're overthinking something that has been said to you, but as far as the past goes, fear and anxiety and your thoughts getting ahead of you, torturing yourself. But why though? Because I'm looking at that Page of Wands going, what was it that's being said, or what is going to be said? In the present moment, the sun, very nice, very nice. The sun. So, where there is anxiety in the past, with the sun being in the present moment, that's, it's clear now. Everything is clear. I do worry, though, that some of you may be like draining yourselves with this kind of thinking, but there's always a reason for that. I mean, we don't just sit around and randomly start torturing ourselves with thoughts. It has to be an outside event that happens that causes this, right? Because like the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords, the two are connected. One is cause and this is the effect, right? So I'm still looking at that going, well, what the hell happened? Why is it that things are changing now with the Page of Wands and the sun? And it's funny because I almost feel paranoid about it, which with the sun being there, there's no reason to be, but we'll see. Okay. All right. Future conditions, the Four of Wands. So, as far as the Nine of Swords, the thing is with the Page of Wands being the overall, besides communication here, we could be talking about you taking a brand new path in your life where you're building things on your own, because I feel like this is just you. I think whatever happened in the past may have put you on a track where you were, full of anxiety and fear. What the hell am I going to do? And then the sun comes out, right? And you feel rejuvenated. Everything feels new for you. You're ready to go down a path that you haven't been down before. And then you go to the Four of Wands, which isn't bad. But I feel like some of you are having to rebuild your life, or rebuild your lives, if I could talk right. But I like it because you may be still gripped by anxiety, but where you're headed is eventually going to lead you to this kind of stability that you're looking for. But I think it's just you. Oh, your best path to follow, the Lovers. I get the feeling, and I say this because of the Nine of Swords kicking this off. Now, going back to the feeling of communication here, right? There may have been a lot of fear and anxiety about communication coming through, and it may be like a blessing in disguise, so to speak. Like, I wasn't expecting to hear this. You know, it may be like tearing you up, but with the sun coming out, it opens the door for you to have better. So this may be communication in terms of a relationship that leads you on a path that's going to be just you building your life, building something better. The Lovers is your best path to follow. This is the major life choice that you're going to make here, right? But with the Page of Wands being there, you know, we have to put love for yourself first, you know, rather than doing things for a relationship, especially if it left you in a place of the Nine of Swords. You know, negative thinking and being tortured by all of these thoughts, and then having this communication, but then everything is clear. But like I said, to me, it feels like it's just you, and it's opening the door for you to have what you were meant to have in the first place. But damn, Cap. Oh, I'm telling you. In your environment, the Tower, but that is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing with the sun being there. It needed to happen. It has to happen. Some of you are like making this happen, right? And again, conditions are not that great, but damn it, you're choosing to be happy. It's almost like you're seeing that there is something better for you after this. You know, for some of you, you may have gotten communication that, you know, you had been fearing in the past, but actually it's like, this is what I needed. It's almost like confirmation. This is what I needed to, you know, clear all this shit away and get to where I want to be now. But you're definitely rebuilding here in future conditions, I'm telling you. I don't feel bad about the Tower. You know, think about it. I mean, the traditional meaning, right? The false foundation, false shit being built that needs to come down because it can't be sustained. It's not worthy of you. And with the sun being there, that to me is, you know, it's good. You may feel worn out. You may feel drained by the entire thing, but it's a good thing. You know, your sense of self and your sense of direction is on a much better path than where you were. Damn, Cap. Your hopes and your fears, the Page of Cups. Now, as far as communication goes, you know, the other thing that I feel like, and here's where I feel iffy when it comes to the pages, because, you know, they're showing up, it seems like lately here, when we're dealing with people who are naive, you know, that don't really have a whole lot of experience. With the Page of Wands being the overall, you know, you may have been dealing with somebody that just couldn't follow through, commit on something, right? Like, I just don't see this happening. I see you going, you know what, no, I can't handle your bullshit. I need to do me. It's done and it's over with. You know, you're clearing everything away. You're making the choice for you to rebuild here. But the hopes and fears being the Page of Cups, we're either talking about somebody who is, you know, very emotionally immature, or it's you fearing that somebody's going to say the right thing to you in a new way that may change the course that you're on right now. You know, because this is hoping for that kind of communication and fearing it at the same time. You know, what could they possibly say if you're dealing with another person here that's going to make you change your mind? You know, because and my thing is the Nine of Swords leading down to the Tower. You know. Now, for you though, right, with the Page of Wands, like I said, blessing in disguise, right? It may not be what you wanted to hear. You kind of knew it, though, with the Nine of Swords. But, like I said, it's opening the door for you to go where you were supposed to go in the first place, rather than dealing with this. The Page of Cups. For you, this would be about getting back to a place where things feel new to you, I think would be the best way to put it. You know, instead of being like drugged down by emotions that kind of weigh on you, that's not what's happening here. Not with the sun being there, right? You know, feeling and experiencing something new and making a choice. Now, for some of you, you could be making a choice between two different people. But I still feel like especially with the Tower being there, that you're having to rebuild your own life, and this is about you now. It's not about you and another person, or you doing shit for another person, if that makes sense. And then coming out the Three of Pentacles. Are you? And that's what I'm saying. With the Page of Cups, something could be communicated in just the right way that would make you think that maybe it's possible to work on this, to work with somebody. And then Death. Damn, man. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing here. Strength. With the Nine of Swords, absolutely, right? Having the strength and the courage to face what is being said to you, to face those thoughts that have been torturing you around what may be happening, you know, in terms of a possible relationship here, right? Finding the strength and the courage to take a new path. The Six of Pentacles with the Sun and the Tower, the way things were, no more. No more. If you are going to, you know, start putting any effort here to work with somebody to rebuild, or like, you know, get back together, rebuild your lives together, you know, whatever the case may be, with the Six of Pentacles, you got to show me something. I need to see something here. You know, if you want me to continue to give to this, you know, you're going to have to show me that you want this to happen. That's kind of where I feel like you're coming from right now, especially with the Sun being there. But then Death, damn, man. Coming out on this, you know, and again, right, like general message, this is only going to be for those of you who are considering on whether or not to start working with a person again who may have done some things that you already knew about that have been bugging the shit out of you, and then the communication just makes it worse, right? The Tower and the Sun, everything's being cleared away. You see everything for what it is. They can't bullshit you anymore. With Death coming out, we're talking about big changes that are happening, especially with the Tower being there. But it's like I said before, how things were, it can't be anymore. It cannot be that way. You know, I don't necessarily feel like for you that you're calling it like done and over with here, because the Three of Pentacles is the overall energy here. These are just the clarifiers to this, you know. But if you're going to rebuild your life with somebody, some things are going to have to fucking change. We can't continue doing things the same way, you know. But the thing is that, you know, with the Page of Cups, right, like, and this is just me looking at this, you know, they can talk a great game, and that's fine. But, you know, if conditions are going to continue to be less than ideal, you're going to have to make the choice to be happy with it. And is that what you really want to do? You know, because I still get the feeling here that some of you need to be, I feel like I need to tell you that you need to be focused more so on you, you know, rather than being involved with another person. Coming all the way out, it doesn't look bad, but some things have to change in big ways, really big ways, before you're going to be willing to give anything to this, you know. And it could be that you're making the choice not to. But, you know, whatever choice you're about to make is going to be a major life choice for you. Just make sure that you are putting yourself first in this situation. And then expansion. I'm seeing emerging and surrender a lot. So emerging, something is emerging within you. Things are beginning to emerge, and especially with the Sun being there, you're getting a better understanding. Surrender, right? Just surrender to it. Let it happen. You know, it's almost like needing to just go with the flow on this. Don't look at the choice that, you know, you're making as a shit, I can't turn around and go back, you know, because I don't think that that's what Death is representing here. All right, so just kind of surrender to what is emerging now. But be willing to expand your awareness, your experience, the people in your life, right? Expansion is all aspects of your life that are like opening up, right, and emerging. But are you willing to expand, you know, for you? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm being biased on this, but I swear to God, like, I keep getting the feeling here that I need to tell you that you got to put yourself first. You need to think about you first. And then Gates of Triumph. Wow. Success expands in your life. Yeah, expansion, definitely. But you're going to have to ground yourself, you know. Take a minute just to be, But yeah, expansion and success, expanding, you know, but it's going to be based on the choice that you make, right? I mean, and it's up to you. You know, either way, there is an opportunity for things to work out, absolutely, if you want them to. But some things definitely have to change, right? But once you get grounded, things will open up and expand for you. I don't think it's bad. I just think that, like I said, you need to think about you.